I just want to start off with this because I saw this the other day and I'm like, oh, hold on.
What?
Hold on. Wait a second.
Hold on.
You don't mean
Wait a minute.
Are you lying?
You can't tell me this. Wait a minute.
Are you fibbing?
Hold on.
Have you ever heard of this
We just
man?
did that for 30 minutes.
This man. Listen.
This man. Yeah, I'm listening.
Ron Mallett.
Ron Mallett. Is he any relation to Aaron Hammer?
Close.
Okay.
Third cousins. I
Got
think.
it.
He thinks he has invented a time machine.
Whoa.
Not thinks, he has the science for it. Like he basically invented a time machine. And it's a very fascinating story.
Okay.
So
Let's hear it.
he was a child, right? And his dad passed away when he was 9 or 10. And he like vowed from that day, he's like, I'm going to figure out how to make a time machine so I can go back and save my dad.
Are you crying?
No.
Oh.
No.
It sounded like your voice broke a little bit.
Not yet.
I'm going to figure out how to save my dad. I can't. You can move on.
Listen, this is a story about a guy in his dream.
No, he so he went to school, he went to college. He's very educated. He's now a professor of physics and whatever else goes into making time machines. But he literally figured out the science using the Albert Einstein whatever.
Yeah.
I did a lot of research for this.
Yeah. What college does he teach at?
One of the good ones.
Okay. Yeah. But if you I'm sure you could think of what is the name of the college?
What
What's
college?
the name of it? The college he teaches at, because he's a professor now. So
I don't want to say because I don't want him to get I don't want him to get like bombarded by people like, tell us all your secrets.
Yeah, that's good of you.
But yeah, so he invented this thing, but it's basically we don't have the full technology to power this thing. Like it will take like a ton of power.
Yeah.
Ton of power.
Electricity?
Yeah. Like more than electricity, like
What's more than electricity?
nuclear, baby. I don't know. That's all I got.
That just sounds like an excuse. Like it's like I built a time machine, but I just need more than electricity.
No, I just thought it was fascinating. Like he literally figured out how to make a time machine.
Yeah.
And the cause was he wanted to figure out how to get back to his dad.
Yeah.
Do we believe him?
There's been several instances of successful time manipulation, which is the predecessor to travel.
What?
So like time is altered by black holes. The Montauk experiment.
That's another thing.
In New
Like
York.
the Einstein theory, whatever of relativity. Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, dope. One of those back in the brain things. Am I a genius?
He's talking about Albert Einstein. Bring it forward. Send it out.
Dude,
These people that he's like, there's brain cells in the back of his head that are just like at their desk, just sleeping. And like, what? Oh, they need me. Oh,
It's like SpongeBob when he does it. He's got the filing cabinet.
yeah, exactly. We need it.
but yeah, time is so weird.
Dude, it's weird. But also I'm thinking like if he did build a time machine and maybe he doesn't have the power source yet, but one day he's going to just wake up to an older version of himself saying solar panels, work on it, and then walk out like, oh, it works.
AA batteries. Try that.
Also, Dad's back. He's great. We're having fun. Go.
Hamster on a wheel.
Yeah.
Back to the basics, bud.
I was watching, but with that video, they were talking about time and stuff, and like it like so messes with your head. Like it's basically the higher velocity you move. Like time is connected to gravity and speed or velocity, and so they were talking about this one astronaut on the International Space Station, and she was up there for over 600 days, and they said, in reality, she's younger on the International Space Station than she would be living on Earth.
Wait, what?
Because time moves slower away from Earth.
Interstellar.
So
Interstellar.
But not like that. She's younger. She's just atrophying at a lower rate or something.
She's aging. Like
Aging slower.
Time itself is relative to something. It is a unit of measurement.
Yeah. So like,
but what is the unit measuring?
They said the amount of time, like, so basically 2 years in space, and that like made her like only like 1 second younger.
Oh, I see. Okay.
You know, so it's not like nutso.
Is
But
it is it younger or is it the people down here? That's so hard for me to comprehend.
They're using it as like a
cool. You got to connect it to something. It's just
the effective time.
The effective time on her
is lesser
than the people on Earth.
Yeah.
Okay.
Golly, that blows my mind.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
So they said, like, if you had two identical watches, you left one on Earth and brought one to space.
Yeah.
When you came back, the one on Earth would be further along.
Further in time, yeah.
Yeah, further in time.
Golly, that's crazy.
Weird. That's weird.
That gives me like just a headache just thinking about it.
But think of that in relation to the size of the universe, right?
Yeah.
So like we're that close to the space station or to the moon, and so when you think of the light years that we actually, like we were talking about that black hole and how many light years away it was, that's how much time is different in that span.
Well, it's crazy.
Go back to the watch thing.
What?
The watches are made on Earth time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And then you send it up into space. What's manipulating it to make it different? Gravity?
Gravity, velocity. It's such a weird construct.
Time is not physical.
It is.
And that's my love language, physical time. Thanks for showing up today at Ninjas the Butterfly. We'll be right back.
No, one cool thing that they said, though, like when I was listening to these scientists talking about time, they're like, really in the universe and in space, time is, there like almost is no time. It's like past, present, and future all at once. And I'm like, that's God, man.
Yeah.
Like that's like when we like how we cannot understand eternity, that's what there is. You know? Like God is eternal, and it's like
he exists outside of the timeline.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest things for me, because it's so, like they say, you can't prove what's in the Bible. You can't prove that God, and it's like, you can't prove anything, because even, like I was watching.
We can prove that you're shorter than me.
Nope, that's not true at all. You're older than me and you're shorter. But there's some guy on Rogan that was explaining it, and he was like, the fact that like the Big Bang is a theory because we can track how far planets and stars are away from us and how fast they're moving away from us, so we can count backwards of when they were all stacked on top of one another, and assuming that's when the Big Bang happened. So that's the theory. But then you're thinking, that's the theory. We don't know. And so that was one of the things that convinced me as a younger adult, where it's just like, I was convinced that Jesus existed. I was convinced that these things were real because of the historical evidence outside of Christianity. And then I looked at it, and I struggled with it. But then when you truly try to not grasp it, because you can't.
Yeah.
Try to grasp the vastness of outer space and the amount of, like, the probability of us even surviving on this planet.
Yeah.
And be able to do this. This is insane. And I'm like, there's just no way that God doesn't exist. And it's like, there's maybe some things that we've gotten wrong or lost in translation, but I 100% believe that, like, God is leading this, and God, it just blows my mind. So the whole time thing blows
the time
my
thing.
mind at all.
That's why I love Interstellar, and Andrew doesn't.
And Andrew loves it. Andrew tells me that's his favorite movie.
He does say that
everything, like, he's just like, he can't. I was like, dude, shut up about it. I can't hear him. I'm done hearing about it.
But with the time thing, they did such a good job of, like, taking this, like, thing that's, like, super hard to understand and being like the further away you get from Earth, and, like, on this one planet, every minute equals 7 years on Earth. Man. And it's like,
it's the worst scene when they come back and they're just like,
it's been 53 years.
And so he's like, dude, I got so mad in that scene. Oh, it's terrible.
It's crazy.